Hello, the good therapist. How are you doing today? Today we are talking about what to do when you have no clients, when you've got no money, you've got no idea what to do next, and and you're wanting to actually grow your therapy, coaching, or healing practice, but you've got a lot of no's. You've got a lot of things and a lot of barriers stopping you, and so today I'm talking about that because for some people and for some therapists that have reached out to me, they have a sense of that this pandemic has completely flatlined their business. So I don't know if you feel like that, whether you're just like, oh God, if it was a struggle before, what's it going to be like now? So are you feeling like you were excited to have this practice and grow it, and then the pandemic hit and you're like, oh God, that just ruined everything for me. Maybe you're feeling like you're back at square one. And so I thought I'd come on and I'd show you and just give you a few tips and some steps that you can follow. I'll give you three steps that you can implement and do right now, so that if you've got no clients, if you've got no money, that you've got a mechanism, at least a strategy of what to do to actually get back in good faith, with your potential clients and customers and so on and so forth. Hey Nikki, thank you for watching. Lovely to have you here. So when you have those three strategies and you can implement those, your business and your practice can look a lot different in the next 30 days. Yeah, you can have potentially your business can look a lot different. Where you have people actually engaging with you and commenting, inquiring about your services. Hey, how nice would that be? Actually go, oh, so what do you do and how much do you charge, and could it help with this thing? So getting a lot more connection with those potential people that you can help. Because really we're at the stage now where we have a lot of people that actually need help. So now is actually the optimum time to be reaching out to people and to be offering your services and supporting them. But unfortunately, what I'm seeing, and this hasn't been my experience. I've been very lucky to be able to grow my practice and double it during this time. But I know definitely for some of my therapy friends that this time has actually just crushed them. It's crushed their business. People not wanting to attend sessions online. They're just like kind of waiting it out, and also got to call some of you out too. Some of it's also a mindset thing where some of the conversations that I've had have been like, no, well, everyone's unemployed and everyone's losing their job and everyone can't afford therapy. It's like, well, no, that's not the case, and perhaps you need to be looking at who you're actually targeting. And who you actually want to provide a service to, if that's you at this stage. So let me know where you're at in terms of your practice. Please in the comments. That'd be fantastic if you could do that. Let me know if you're like, are you flatlined, right? Where you're like, I've got nothing. I've got no leads, no clients, I'm just like flatlined. So type in flatlined. Or are you plodding along? You're like, got a couple here and there coming in, but nothing to kind of write home about. You're just plodding along. Maybe you're in that kind of just, pacing yourself and going, oh, let's just wait till this thing's over. Or are you booming, right? Are you actually picking things up and like, oh, actually, things are actually really, really good. And, if this continues, this is going to be awesome. So let me know, are you flatlined? Are you plodding along, or are you booming? And that's really going to help me deliver more content and value to you. So I'm hoping to come on every Monday morning. I was supposed to come on at 10 o'clock this morning. Yeah, doing my best, right? Everyone's doing the best they can to actually help you and offer a bit more support at this time, because it's really needed. I can see that it's really needed. That helpers need helpers, right? And so, so yeah, I want to come on every Monday morning and just offer a few tidbits and, you know, some strategy and, you know, maybe some advice if I can be of service. So Nikki says, plodding along for you. Yep. So plodding along. So some of you might be just plodding along kind of, you know, in that space where, yeah, there's some, you know, trickles of clients coming in and some, yes, maybe some dry patches and then a couple come in and then, yeah, but nothing really kind of consistent or to, you know, there's room for improvement, right? There's room for improvement. So, so what I'm going to talk to you about is, like I said, a few things that you can do if you've got no list, no money, no idea what to do next. So I mean, I typically don't work with startups, right? Because I think with startups, I think, you know, you need to invest in doing some, you know, online education in marketing and kind of working things out for yourself a bit more, because, you know, working maybe one-to-one with a mentor might be a bit much of an investment to start off with. And also when I start, you know, working with people, I like them to have some runs on the board, because one of the things that I do really well is provide feedback, really good, concise, concrete feedback. And if there's no runs on the board, if there's nothing that's happened, right, if there's nothing to show, then it's really hard to provide feedback back on those things. So, all right, so let's get into it today. So for some of you, you might be feeling like you are at day one. You might be feeling like, you know, if you're fresh out of your diploma or uni, where you've got nothing coming in. And so these are a few things that that I recommend that you look into and try on and see if it's good for you. And the first thing is to create an online presence. So what does that actually mean? It means that you have an online presence. It means people can find you online when they Google. Because, you know, I don't know about you, but when you hear about something, the first thing that you do when you want to find out more is that you Google it. I think that's a pretty normal thing to do. Put your hand up if that's your first go-to. Yeah, give me a smiley face or what have you. If that's what you do. I do, you know, when I think about all the different courses and therapies and things like that I've researched and everything and that I've been interested in, I'm like, oh, what does that mean? Oh, havening. Okay, yeah, Google that. Oh, all right, yeah, cool. All right, nice. Yeah. EMDR. Oh, yeah, how does that work? Google it. Google it and FaceTime and everything. So the number one thing is to actually create an online presence. How do you create an online presence? So that when you're talking to someone, they can see that you're legit, that they can Google you and go, oh, yeah, no, she's actually a real thing. Or he's the real deal because he's got a website and because he's got a Facebook page and because she's got, you know, all these 5 different accounts and it's consistent throughout. So, so creating that online presence is as easy as setting up a website. That's it. Set up a website. It's got your name. It's got what you do. It's got where to contact you. But Monika, what if I can't afford a website? There are some free things that you can do there. Some free websites that you can, you know, create and put together and things like that don't actually cost you anything. So the first one that I can recommend is Strikingly. It's called Strikingly. And so what I'll do is I'll put the links in the comments for you guys. Let me see if I can do this here on my computer. Maybe not. After this live, I'll put it in the links anyway. Yeah. So Strikingly. And so what Strikingly is a full, like, you know, you can create a full website with different tabs and pages and things like that, completely for free. The only difference is that after your name or after the site name, it will be .strikingly. Yeah. But still a very professional looking website that is free, that you can, you know, start collecting emails, you can start advertising and start promoting, and it's there. There's no coding that you need to put in. It's pretty much like those, you know, blocks, banners, that you can add different stuff in. It's good. I've used it before. It's great. The only thing is that when you're starting out, or if you don't have an existing site, building a whole website can seem a little bit overwhelming. And so what I'd recommend there is just to build one page, a landing page instead. So a landing page is just one page, and it doesn't kind of, you know, it doesn't give you too many kind of ways to click, you know, off that page. It's focused on that one thing, I think, which is fantastic. I'm actually getting a landing page created as we speak, for my anxiety relief program, because I'm going to have ads run to that page specifically, and that's all that I really want people to you know, to read, is that one page on anxiety relief and how hypnotherapy and psychotherapy works, you know, what my process is, and so on and so forth. So if you want a landing page made, and some software there, again, for free, you can go to GrooveFunnels, which is a fantastic tool. It's for free again, and you can build a landing page, and you can begin to build like a funnel when you get a little bit more competent in it. And so what a funnel does is that it provides an avenue for you to collect people's email addresses. So for instance, you know, you may have an ebook or a download or something like that, that you will offer on that one single, you know, page. They'll put the email in, and they'll get sent this PDF, and you get their email address, right? So that you can continue talking, and communicating with them about your services and support, you know, your potential clients. So we call that like education-based marketing, which I'm a real big fan of. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going live, I'm teaching, I'm sharing, you know, and I'm not asking for money, I'm not asking for your email address. It's just sharing, all right? So what I'll do is go on to GrooveFunnels and get a free account there. I'm an affiliate of GrooveFunnels, so I've got the whole paid version rather, but there is a free version that you can get, and it's free for life. And I think you can build like 3 funnels. It's fantastic, honestly. I would definitely, I was a free member first. So I'd go ahead and do that. And then that way, when you're talking to people and you're telling them about your services, or you're doing a live, or you're doing whatever, that they can actually see that you're online, that you have a presence, and that you're the real deal. So I'll definitely go ahead and do that. And then step 3, so I've talked about building a website, a landing page, and or is that step 1? No, yeah. Step 1 is building the online platform, getting your website set up, and then it's going into building out all of those other online platforms. You know, so setting up those accounts, like, you know, your Facebook business page, yeah. You know, there's the professional, you know, pages that you want to set up, where you want to present yourself. You know, we hear a lot about, I've got, you know, Facebook for personal, and I don't want to mix, and do whatever you feel comfortable with, but set up one that is for business if you're starting from scratch. So Facebook, you know, business page, do that. Or maybe set up a Facebook group that is, you know, your target market, people that you want to connect with. So that includes YouTube as well. Yeah, YouTube is like Google. It's a fantastic resource where people are constantly searching for things. So having an account there, and sharing your stuff on Facebook on YouTube, again, is going to boost your online presence. Yeah, and people are going to get to know you a little bit more without actually having to call you, or you know, without having to. It's a place where they can stalk you. Okay, cyber stalking, where they can stalk you a bit, they can check you out. So when you have those accounts set up, the next thing that I would say, the third thing to do would be to start then educating, start educating your audience. So, and the reason why I say start educating your audience is because, if you've got nothing coming in, you've got no money, no leads, no idea on what to do next, then educating who it is that you want to work with about your services and about, potential solutions to their problem is going to be a fantastic way to start. Okay, because it's in that place that you are being generous with your time. So generosity. You are also providing value. Yeah, so you're providing solutions to their problems too. Tidbits, like we're doing here. Yeah, offering bits of advice and knowledge and professional knowledge. You're also perhaps describing your client's problem as well, right? So you're describing their problem in terms of what they're experiencing, maybe what they're feeling, and giving them insight as to, well, why is that? Why are you feeling like that? Where could that have maybe come from? Yeah. So the more that you provide in terms of education on their problem, the more they're going to understand themselves. Okay, they're going to understand themselves. They're going to understand their problem more. They're going to understand where they're sitting. But also, what's going to happen is that when they hear something and their ears prick up and they go, "Oh yeah, I think that's me. Yeah, definitely that's me," and they're going to listen to what you're saying and understand that and go, "Oh, of course." The more that they do that, okay, the more they understand about themselves through what you're teaching them, the more they're going to attribute you to having the solution for them. Okay, I'll repeat that because that's really, really important. Write that down, okay? Write that down. The more they understand about themselves through your education, okay, and when they're having those light bulb moments, the more that they're going to attribute you to having the solution for them moving forward. All right? So for instance, say you're doing a live like this and you say, look, the source of anxiety can be, having an early childhood, trauma or fright or something like that. And, you may have been bitten by a dog or whatever, and now you've got a phobia and that's how you don't like dogs. Right? And again, really simplistic here. But, we know that through our training, okay? But your client may not know that, right? And so the more that you can educate them on your expertise, your field of interest, your philosophies, your systems and things like that, the more they're going to go, oh yeah, of course, I didn't link those two together, but thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. And this person actually knows me, knows what I'm going through, knows a bit about, psychology, or knows a bit about personal development, or, about the pain that I'm going through. Okay. And so then they're going to be curious about you and want to know and learn more. Hence why it's important to have that online presence, right? So all of these things really feed back into each other. So okay, just to give you an example. So I'm doing a live here in this group, okay, which is an education piece, yeah, which I think, will benefit a lot of people, not just those in this group. So what I'm going to do with this is when we're finished, when we're done, is that I'm going to extract this video from Facebook, which you can do, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube. Upload to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm going to put in all the links that I've talked about today. I'm going to put a link in, back to my website. Yeah, back to this group, so that everything is connected together. And so I'm creating this online platform of consistency. Everywhere you go, you see me, what I'm doing, my advice, my tools, my philosophies, and everything like that, and everything connects together. So that's why having this online presence and having this professional presence is so important, is so that when people are checking in with you, where they see something professional here, and then they go to another place where you're at and they go, oh, okay, yeah, it's consistent. They may not be saying that consciously, but subconsciously, if consistency means safety and good, right? If you've got one message here and then a different message here, then there's incongruence, and it's kind of like, this doesn't feel good. It's like, no thanks. Keep looking, keep scrolling. So I hope that's been useful. Please let me know in the comments. Yes, has been useful. Have you gotten anything out of this? You know, and if so, what part, right? And so I'd really love to know what else I can help you with, particularly during this time, so I can support my therapy, coaching, mentoring, healing therapists out there, because I think really at this time is a time for you to shine, not to retreat. This is a time to lean in and offer even more services, not wait for things to kind of settle down and everything, because people actually need you right now. So if you found this valuable, please let me know what parts, so I know which ones, what to provide more on. And I know some of you are shy. Some of you don't want to mention anything, don't want to type in anything, you don't want to be seen. I get it. It's cool. It's all right. And if you're that, please feel free just to email me on my email address, Monika, MONIKA, at HypnoLab, HypnoLab.com.au. Again, I'll put all of those links in the comments for you. And just shoot me through an email with, maybe a question or something that you want further clarified, what have you, and I'll do my best to answer that for you if I can. So that's all from me today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've gotten something out of that. Please just get out there and have all of those online things set up, so it's all consistent, and start educating people. Go live on your personal page or on your business page and start talking about what it is that you do. Not talking about, hey, I'm a therapist and I can, cure you from anxiety. It's talking about, that person's problem that you help. Yeah. Give them the ins and the outs, and even if you are fresh out of study, great, right? Because then you've got fresh content there, right? And education that you've just learned that you can deliver to your potential clients, and start, embedding that knowledge further, sharing your expertise, and giving some help to those people that are actually really struggling right now. So take care, everyone. Hope you're all doing well, and please feel free to reach out if I can be of service to you. All right, bye for now. Take care.